Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Cosmo. Welcome to the channel. Today we are out hunting for early season lobster mushrooms. It's the first weekend in August. This is one of my favorite go-to spots in the Coast Range. We're about 1,600 feet right now. We're somewhere between 25 and 45 miles in from the coast. And it's gonna be an awesome day. There's enough moisture here that I'm pretty sure with the rain and the marine layer that we've had over the last couple of weekends, should be bringing the big lobsters out, maybe even some summer rainbow chanterelles. So let's get out and have an awesome hunt. Let's go. Okay guys, we're in a spot that I call the elk bedding area, because if you take a look at this place, look at this, nice and flat. Look at how awesome this is. You see that over there? Check it out. That might be a brand new lobster. Oh yes it is. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Now that's what I'm talking about. This guy is primo. He probably came up in the last day or two. What a beauty. So just barely popping out of the surface. So now I'm looking for little bumps and strumps and humps, and gonna try not to disturb the soil because there's gonna be a ton more coming up. So I'm gonna walk very carefully through here, but this is a good one. Pretty awesome. So lobster mushrooms are one of my favorite mushrooms to find because there's a cool story behind them. So these guys start out as a plain white, boring, short stem russula that actually gets parasitized by the lobster mushroom mycelium, and it biologically transforms the russula into this hard as a rock lobster mushroom and takes it from this boring white color to this brilliant orange color. This guy is still in the process of transforming, but these are my favorite kind to find like this because they're still super fresh. Man, I sound nerdy when I start using scientific stuff like that. So it's about as scientific as I'm going to get. So let's keep going. Right now we are in a spot that I call the Lobster Road, because this is an old logging trail that the lobster mushrooms just seem to just love, and they pop out everywhere. And this is not a secret spot. This is a spot that I've taken lots of people to. So if you know this spot, you know it. It's a matter of timing to get here before anybody else does, but also get here before these guys spore out and get mushy and gross. So hopefully we're in the right time. So let's go find some. So here's kind of the habitat that we're looking at, guys. This is a southwest facing slope, pretty severe slope, but we've got sorrel in here, we've got ferns, we've got moss. This is kind of the greenery that we're looking for. And I'm looking for any pockets of orange or gold, because there could be some summer chanterelles out here, but this is the stuff that we're looking for. And I found lots and lots of lobsters out here in the past, but so far it's we might be a bit early, but you never know. There could be some early season ones popping. So let's keep going. So I've been walking along this Lobster Road, as I call it, and I found a few more small ones, but I see this giant shrimp now that looks like a tree stump, and I can see a little bit of orange sticking off the side of it. I think it's going to be our first chunky lobster. Let's go check it out. You guys see it right there? This is gonna be a big dude. Oh, hello. Oh no, he might be wait a minute. This guy is good. Now that is what I am talking about, guys. This is a primo lobster. This is a good size one. Yes! We're gonna make some lobster mushroom cakes with this guy, but this is a beauty. Beautiful. Now, one of the things that I'm concerned about when I'm out here in the late summer is not animals. I'm not worried about bears or cougars. Well, I'm conscious of them, but I'm not worried about them. The things that I'm worried about are the ground bees. And so if you guys are out hunting around and you see this little swarm of bees or even a couple of bees, keep an eye out for their nest, which is going to be underground, because if you happen to step on one of those nests or get near it, these guys will attack with ferocity. And I've seen people get hit many, many times in a matter of seconds, to the point where they're stripping off their clothes and running, because once you kill one of these guys, the scent on your body will trigger these guys to come out and defend the hive. So watch out for the bees, stay clear, don't go near them, and stay safe. And always keep a bee sting kit with you. I order a bunch of these guys on Amazon and they definitely help. So a little personal safety tip. So let's keep going. So we went down the hill a little bit, close to the stream, found a couple of other, nice little lobsters like this, but I'm back up on the lobster highway here, Lobster Road, and heading east. There's two big chunkies over here. I don't know if you guys can see. There's one right there and another one over here. But look at this guy right here. Look at that one. And then back over there, there's another beast. So even though it's first week of August, it is not too bad. We'll take it. We'll keep going. We'll package these guys up. They both look super fresh. Ooh, I can already think of the things that I'm gonna make with these fresh lobsters. So what are we looking for when we're hunting for lobsters? Right now I'm in a mixed fir forest. There's some maples in here, there's some birch trees in here, there's firs, there's pines. It's a very mixed forest. We're about 1,600 feet. But what I'm looking for in this early season piece is any place that's got moss or sorrel or ferns that might be trapping just a little bit of moisture. A little bit of a slope helps as well. I'm also hunting near any water sources, any creeks, any streams that might be running through there, just to hopefully find a little bit of that moisture. But you gotta walk slow, you gotta walk with a purpose, and you're really looking for anything that just a little bump, a little shrump, any little bit of white or orange or even yellow. There's all kinds of colors for these lobsters, but that's what you're looking for. And some of these that I'm finding are just barely popping out of the surface, so you got to be careful. I'm sure I've walked by several of these, but so far doing pretty well. Been a good day so far. Well, so far my instincts have been good. These early season spots have been paying off. We probably have, I don't know, 7 or 8 really nice fresh lobsters. Haven't found any burned out ones yet or spored out ones, but I'm pretty good. So, I'm using Onyx to keep track of my tracks, my waypoints with dates on there. So if I find something, first week of August, I'm gonna mark it. Found something first week of August, fresh lobster mushrooms. That way next season, I can come back to these same spots, and more than likely, within a week or two, they're gonna fruit again. And I got some other spots that I have in September and October that I'll come back and hunt in that order. But it pays, guys. It's a cheap annual subscription for Onyx, and I love it. It's invaluable. So keep that in mind. If you want to be more consistent with your mushroom hunting and finding, it's well worth the investment. So let's go visit another spot that's early season and see if we can find some delicious lobsters. One thing I want to show you guys is, if you take a look at this little area here, it's like a nice little natural drainage here, and what that's going to do is hide some mushrooms. I see a couple of amanitas, but what it's going to do is provide some water. All the water is going to collect up here and come down this natural road, and it's going to provide more moisture. And what I found historically And so lobsters will be just above the flat spots in the center of that that channel, and because they're going to get more moisture, and they just love that stuff. So there's lots of sorrel, lots of ferns, lots of things growing in this area. So I'm going to be very very slow, meticulous when I'm walking through, looking under ferns, looking uphill, and it should pay off. All right, let's go see what's up this hill. We're just coming out of this drainage. Oh yes, oh look at this, some nice elk poop right there. But look at what we got here. Hello, Chunky. Oh yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'm talking about, literally a little drainage that I talked about is right here, and he's on the high side of it, but still this area is still drawing moisture from that stuff. So this is a beauty, guys. This is perfect size, excellent condition. We're gonna slice this one up thin with a little butter, sauteed. Mushrooms, this guy is lobster's kind of a tricky mushroom to cook, and I think in my years past I've cut them too thick. And one of my buddies told me slice them thin and they cook a lot better. They're not rubbery, they're not too crunchy. So we're gonna give it a shot. But this is a perfect one to do that with. So we just need a few more. Let's keep going. And so we're heading downhill from our lobster spot, and I found a couple of rainbow chanterelles. Check it out. Look at these little guys right here. There's only 2 of them. There's probably some more in here, but we're gonna leave them. They're pretty small. I'll mark it and we'll come get them in another week or 2 when they're bigger, and maybe their friends will be out. So I got enough lobsters to let these guys grow. So pretty cool though. I figured they might be out already, but I think right now we're about 1,600 feet and change. So very soon they'll be popping again. Well, we're wrapping it up for the day. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. It's our first scouting hunt of the fall season for 2024. The lobsters were out, some of the rainbow chanterelles were out, but overall, an awesome first outing. If you guys liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, please subscribe and tell your friends, and I look forward to you joining me on the next adventure. Thanks.